Hello and thanks for joining us. We now know the identity of the 17-year-old who was shot and killed in Brooklyn Park last week. Family members say that Zoe Capanlin was shot and killed just days before her 18th birthday. The shooting occurred last Tuesday in the 7000 block of Lakeland Avenue North. Police found Capanlin had been shot in the street. She later died at the hospital. According to a GoFundMe campaign, she was a happy teenager who aspired to become a business mogul. Police are continuing to investigate her death, but have not made any arrests. Brooklyn Park police are calling on homeowners and businesses to participate in a new crime-fighting initiative. It's called the Safe Community Camera Program. The initiative lets people register their external security cameras with the police department. No footage is shared automatically. It simply lets police know where cameras are located. So if a crime occurs, police know where to turn quickly. We'll have more details at ccxmedia.org. Two Golden Valley City Council members say they're wrapping up their time in local government. Denise Lemire Anderson and Jillian Rosenquist are not planning to run for re-election. Their terms are both set to wrap up at the end of this year. Lemire Anderson was elected to the council in 2021. She says she wants to focus on personal and professional priorities. Meanwhile, Rosenquist has served 2 terms on the council. She says she wants to spend more time with family and friends. A big project is underway along Highway 169 that will fill the New Hope skyline for decades to come. The city's iconic water tower is being repainted for the first time in 35 years. I had a chance to learn more about the project. Every day, thousands of cars travel along Highway 169. And on the way,
it is a very landmark site in the city.
Is the unmistakable site of the New Hope Water Tower, a decades-old landmark.
Actually, 1968 it was originally constructed. And so, yeah, it's been here for a number of years and stood the test of time.
This iconic tower holds 1.5 million gallons of water. And while it certainly stood the test of time, city engineer Dan Boyum said it needed a new paint job.
It was last painted in 1990, so it was due for a repainting. And so the contractor is blasting off the old paint, doing some structural repairs, and then repainting it with a primer and several coats of paint.
Work on the $1.9 million project began in April, and passers-by have had the fun task of watching the process like a hawk, at least the part that's visible from the road. This painting project isn't just relegated to the exterior. Crews also have to paint the interior as well, both for corrosion protection and to maintain water quality.
Sometimes in the inside of the water tower, there's like little pinholes that will develop in the paint, and so when you get to that point, you know you need to repaint it so that it's all kind of staying properly protected.
After all, the tower serves an important purpose of ensuring that people get the correct amount of water pressure in their homes and businesses. They're also important during emergencies.
When there's a fire event, there's enough storage in that tower to kind of help with fires.
It's a tedious process that takes 13 weeks to complete. The goal is to have the job finished this month.
July 18th is the completion date, so we're very close to that. We're a few weeks away.
Once the paint job is complete, the process won't need to be repeated for at least another 25 years. The Maple Grove City Council reviews plans this week for a new housing development in the northwest part of the city. The proposal by Pulte Group is located north of the existing KOA campground near the Corcoran border. The plan calls for nearly 80 homes up to 3,200 square feet in size, and all with 3-car garages. You can see what the homes could look like here. The Maple Grove Planning Commission recommended approval. However, the project is contingent on a neighboring housing development moving forward, which would provide a necessary road connection. A retro restaurant in Brooklyn Center is celebrating a big milestone. Reporter Emily Haugen shares what makes the 50s Grill extra special this summer.
Many things have changed in Brooklyn Center over the last 40 years, but one thing's stayed the same.
This is a jukebox from the 50s.
And that's the 50s Grill.
They don't make things like that anymore that have that kind of life, that's for sure.
Jack and Lynn Schubert opened the Brooklyn Boulevard stop in 1985. Serving from scratch comfort food, it's kept its retro charm into the 2020s.
It's more of a novelty, and it gives them a chance to learn more about the 50s, actually.
After 40 years in business,
That's made from scratch as well.
Jack says the recipe for success is simple. Put your people first.
When we started, my wife and I started, we knew we couldn't do it ourselves. We knew it would be up to the employees, and that's really why we've prospered over the years.
People like waitress Chris McLaughlin. She started 3 months after the shop opened.
It's awesome that we have made it this long.
She says the culture and the customers keep her coming back.
Just wiping everything down.
Many of those customers are regulars, and she says fans of home cooking.
When the world is changing so much, this is a little piece of something that kind of stays the same.
Many of Chris's coworkers have been there as long as she has.
I have been here since May of 2023.
Rebecca Heumann is one exception. She's the assistant general manager and has been there for 2 years.
There's such high turnover in most restaurants that when I heard that, I thought, they keep people around, they're doing something right.
The turkey club. I did. And even through the pandemic, the 50s Grill made it through. Schubert says he has his people to thank.
Enjoy.
My wife had always wanted a place for it to be a fun place where people could kind of come and take a deep breath and kind of relax and away from the rush of the world.
And that's exactly what it's been. In Brooklyn Center, Emily Haugen, CCX News.
The 50s Grill is celebrating 40 years with a special deal, a brat and a beer for just $10.
Two local teams advanced to the finals of the annual Delano Stars and Stripes 4th of July Legion Baseball Tournament. Championship game of the Delano Stars and Stripes 4th of July American Legion Baseball Tournament as Champlin Park takes on Wayzata. It's a pitcher's duel for much of the way. Champlin Park's Josh Henshin gets the hitter to chase here for the strikeout. Henshin goes the first 4 innings for the Rebels. Liam Hall is sharp for Wayzata. He gets the called third strike as the game remains scoreless through 5 innings. In the top of the 6th, Josh Matheson delivers a single to left for Wayzata to score Elias Leach as the Wizards break the deadlock to lead it 1-0. Things unravel in the 7th for Champlin. Bases loaded and Adam Deselich's bouncer is thrown high to the plate as Nate Nagash scores. Kyle Boutwell's bases-clearing double helps Wayzata to an 8-1 win for their 5th Delano title and first since 2018. Summer is a good time for new high school coaches to get acquainted with their athletes. We caught up with a new coach in a local girls hockey program.
One touch, get about to here.
It's summertime, but Kevin Willey's hitting the ground running, or skating in this case. After 4 seasons away from high school hockey, the former Osseo boys co-head coach was recently named head coach of the Armstrong Cooper girls program.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an interesting last month or so. It's been quite the whirlwind, but just excited to be part of the high school program at AC. I've been part of the AC youth program for the last 6-7 years, and I got 2 daughters in the program, the youth program, and just I love the small community here, and I love New Hope, and I look forward to seeing what the program holds here. Good.
Summer hockey is a good chance for the girls to get to know Willey.
Having him come in is honestly really good for us. He's been super positive and nothing but helpful. And I really think he's going to make a positive impact, and we're all really excited to have him.
He's a very positive guy on and off the ice, and I think he's left a very first good impression on all of our girls. Everyone seems very excited about it. No one has any negative thoughts, so I think everyone's pretty excited to see what this new season brings.
Armstrong Cooper is coming off a 4-win season. They graduated 8 seniors, but a lot of younger returning players did see a lot of ice time. June and July is a time to make improvements, but also just enjoy the sport.
I think we really need to push ourselves on the ice and off the ice, but what we really need to work on is our like executing our passing and quick shots to get some goals on the scoreboard, because that's what we struggled with a lot last year.
So far, so good. The first couple weeks, the girls want to be pushed, and they're looking for more opportunities to keep on getting better. So the first 2 weeks have been awesome.
He's still learning names, but Kevin Willie's eager to get back behind the bench when November rolls around for Armstrong Cooper. Fishing nets. What's the best kind to use? Terry Tuma talks about that in this week's CCX fishing tip.
Should I use a rubber net or a vinyl coated net? And Fortress has introduced a new coating on their netting, if you will, to protect that slime. But with a rubber net, a big plus factor, especially if you use a lot of crankbait fishing, like trolling for walleyes or casting for walleye, the rubber net prevents that crankbait getting tangled up in the netting itself. A big factor. So often when you're using the other style of nets, the walleye will turn and really twist, and you're going to have a big mess, if you will, trying to get crankbait out. And then two, what's new this year is a live well net. Extremely great to use for sunfish and crappie. You just scoop it up. It fits your live well. So there's a couple of new things to do. And then when you're netting your fish, always net that fish head first into the net itself. Do not try to put that net underneath the tail of the fish, otherwise it's going to come out. And then two, don't wave your net and splash it in the water. When the fish comes close to the boat, then you want to net it.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.